Hello and welcome to Firestone Firehog, round number 4, or week number 4 rather. We're on Road America, the Hog version on H2A. We got the invert for Moto 2, and let's take a look at our starting order after a crazy Moto 1. Left to right, it's going to be Turkey and Slaunch. Slaunch back on the front row. And funnily enough, he should have been in third, but we did not know. We kind of just like winged it for the photo finish orders, and we were almost right. We're pretty close actually. So funnily enough, he should have started in the second row in third, but we did not know at the time. We legit thought that's where he would have been. So we weren't gonna stop the show for that. So it's not that big of a deal. But Turkey, Slaunch, Roman, Vulcan, Sol, Opix, and then Detail and Luke in the back row. Let's go on board with Detail to start this race. It's gonna be another 10 lap, another 2 joker race around this beast of a track. Which, funnily enough, the lap time actually works out to being pretty similar to Claystone, which we raced last. Green flag. But yeah, the lap time is actually pretty close. Turn 1, very tricky, especially on the first lap. Let's see who gets the big runs. I think Turkey. Oh, but Turkey does hit the bog, though. He does not get the run exiting the turn. And look at Slaunch. He absolutely gets the run. He's going. Look at this straight line speed. Slaunch in the Red Bull, which is funny because he's on Rockstar Racing Team. All that straight line speed going all the way to the front. Getting by Turkey. Many drivers hitting the 2 wheels on that dish. And Slaunch will get the lead early. And he'll definitely try to hold on to that. Try not to cheese this time around. Oh no! Turkey gets pinched. Let's take a look. What the hell? Why did it full What? Oh, motherfuck! Alright, and we're back. We're going to take a look at a extended replay here. Let's see what happened. So Turkey had that bog, and Roman actually had a run too, but Turkey went to block him, but he was not able to block Slaunch in time. So that's how Slaunch gets this crazy run, and you can tell he just absolutely full sends it. Turkey way off the track, but he kept his momentum. So he actually did a pretty good job there. Now let's go on board with Vulcan and see what happened here. The dyno on dyno collision. Turkey gets a nice run, ascend into the turn, and just, he was able to save it the last time. That time, he was not able to. It's really risky to go for moves in the carousel, and that right there is exactly why. And look at these battles that we have, and Luke going for an early joker. Interesting strategy, the immediate joker on this one. Vulcan going for the early lead. Oh! And he cheeses himself, and that's actually a big moment because Slaunch does not get cheesed, and we have a 3 wide for second. If Slaunch got cheesed in that, that could have made this race very weird, but fortunately for him, he's not able to. Look at this 3 wide. Roman falling out of it. Detail going to try to get that wide entry. Sol in a bad entry position for this turn. He probably had to let off a little bit there. And Roman was able to set it up. A great entry into turn 1. Going for it. Side by side back there. Opix and Turkey as well. So many battles on the track. Luke getting the run, I think, too. So 3-way battle for second. 3-way battle in the back. And a couple drivers in the middle of it. Oh, look at them go into turn 5. Look at that big send. Vulcan had a rough one, so Turkey sent it on him. Oh, massive 2-wheel for Sol right there. I thought he was going to lose it, but he held on to it. Slaunch, meanwhile, getting a pretty big lead, which is definitely what he wanted to see after how that first moto went. This is kind of his do-over moto at the moment. This is kind of what he wanted to do in the first moto, and it didn't work out. But so far, so good. Anybody taking the joker? Opix will bite on the joker. Oh, wow, they're disappearing. Yeah, we got a little bit of NOS. We got a little bit of NOS here. All right, so we're back. Roman and Sol. Oh, little lag cheese in their battle. Little lag cheese. And I think they both bogged, and that, let's see how much speed the drivers behind him gain. Look at Luke and Vulcan go. Look at how much time they're able to make up. They're still making up time. It is crazy how much that bog costs And look at the run for Turkey. Oh, no. There wasn't enough room on the outside. That is unfortunate because Turkey had an insane run right there. He was picking up so much speed, but wasn't able to find the room there. Had to tuck back in instead. He tried to make the room, but wasn't able to make it happen. Unfortunate for Turkey right there. Oh no, the two-wheel. I knew it was going to bite somebody at some point on the dish, and it bites Vulcan. He's going to have to rejoin all the way back into a battle with Opix, which is pretty nuts. But I do want to take a look here, see if any biters on the Joker. So Slaunch and Detail up into the lead. First, second, Soul in third. Okay, we do have some takers of the Jokers, so Vulcan and Opix. So I think that's Opix's final Joker. Vulcan, on the other hand, I think has only taken one, if I'm not mistaken. So things might get interesting back there with them on board with Luke for battling Roman here. Again, Soul is on the podium spot in front of us, and it's pretty gapped out for the podium right now. Slaunch has a decent gap on Detail. Detail has a decent gap on Soul. Oh, and the run! And I think Soul kind of messed up the first turn as well. So Roman and Luke, while battling, potentially gaining a little bit there too. Maybe a little bit of time, but not too much. Yeah, we can hear the hogs a little bit more after that audio change, but I don't know. Maybe they're just kind of bugged in theater. It didn't seem to work out quite the way that I had hoped. I don't know about you guys, but I mostly hear the tires. I hear, like, the tires screech. I don't really hear the engine sound that much, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about, but what are you gonna do? Maybe it's a theater bug. Maybe it'll work next time. Not sure. Oh, and we have a Joker taken up there. Was it Slaunch? I think it was. So Slaunch takes his Joker, and maybe this is an opportunity for Detail. If he can get in front of him here. Oh, sending it. Not quite able to make it happen. But yeah, definitely an opportunity. If Detail could have gotten in front of Slaunch right there, that actually could have been huge for his chances of taking a win here. And he definitely would like to get back on the top step of the podium. The last time he did it was, I believe, the last moto of our last hog race at Claystone, and he's actually on a bit of a second place. He's had multiple second places in these Firestone Firehog races, so trying to get on the top step of the podium more. Meanwhile, I think Soul has cheesed it. Roman and Soul and Luke, crazy battle here. So we're getting back into the battle cheese in Moto 2. Oh, Roman with a super aggressive send onto Soul. And Turkey's lurking back there as well. If they keep battling, he could enter the picture. Soul and Roman side by side into the carousel. Soul's going to set it up for the inside. Oh, not able to find it. He goes a bit wide, and he's going to lose the spot to Roman and Luke there, and he decides to go for the Joker then after that. Turkey goes for the Joker as well. So after that goes down, he says screw it, goes for his Joker. Another Joker. I think Vulcan going for a second. Yep, Vulcan going for a second. So yeah, this is going to be a rough race for Vulcan, man. That two-wheel really costed him. That two-wheel really, really costed him bad. And Slaunch has worked a gap on Detail now. Detail maybe taking his first Joker, I think, at this point. So with all these Jokers and all these runs, the closest battle that we have on track at this point is Luke and Roman for now podium position here. This is now for third place. But yeah, I think it's two second places in a row for Detail. So trying to hunt down Slaunch, get back to the top step of the podium, because Slaunch has been doing a really nice job at that, especially after the last Reach night where he actually took the sweep after having a pretty rough Reach season so far. Taking the sweep on that. Slaunch, I'm pretty sure, has the most wins combined out of anybody in our fall series so far. So he's actually been having a bit of a comeback across, more so Firestone Firehawk, because again, even with the sweep, some of his Reach finishes are so bad, he's still got some He's still got some work to do in the points there, but getting even on the wins department. And there Roman goes for a Joker of his own. I think maybe his first. And I think on Luke's strategy, I think he's done one as well, but still has another to take. Not sure where the leaders are at as far as their Jokers go at this point, but either way, it's going to be pretty rough. It's going to be a tall task for Detail to make up this time either way. Slaunch has a pretty nice gap, so Detail's got to really rail out some laps here if he wants to catch up to him and then try to make the pass as well. Definitely capable of doing it, but it's going to be pretty tough. Slaunch has quite a bit of room to work with. Probably going to need some mistakes, some bogs out of Slaunch, along with, of course, running some clean laps yourself. Turkey kind of getting close to being in the picture here. Sol and Roman battling it out for 4th place. Two drivers that were involved in photo finishes in Moto 1, but not each other's photo finish, funnily enough. But they were involved in them. Oh, wow. Turkey really getting the run back there. And then Sol getting the run off. And let's see if he goes for it into the carousel here. Turkey might even go for it. Turkey is just getting these runs. Oh, Turkey! It might be too early. God, Turkey's running this so riskily. But he made it work again. And there Roman goes for it, I believe. Oh, Turkey goes for it as well. I think that is second Joker for both of them, if I'm not mistaken. For Roman, it is for sure. For Turkey, I'm not 100% sure. But definitely for Roman. Oh, Sol, hold on to it. He does. So let's take an overhead view. Well, let's get an update on the lap. Oh, we're getting pretty close to the end of this moto already. 3 laps to go. And let's get an overhead view and let's see how we're doing, because this Moto 2 is definitely a bit more spread out than our Moto 1. But to be fair, that Moto 1 was like top moto all year, so it's gonna be tough to follow it up, but definitely a little more spread out here in Moto 2. And let's see, Slaunch, and then there's Detail, and then there's Luke. So that is our top 3. And they are checked out right now. But still potentially some Jokers to take for them. And then there's 4th place. That's Sol. A good run so far. Roman holding off Turkey at the moment. And then there's Opix. And then there's Vulcan. Obviously, it's going to be really, like I said before, it's going to be really hard for Vulcan to recover with how bad that dish crash was. Let's go on board with Turkey, as I think the best chance for a battle to close out this race is probably Turkey Roman right now. So we're going to go on board with Turkey and see what he can do. And it's kind of weird, like randomly watching Turkey, randomly he does get these really good runs. And then it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like he kind of cheeses himself afterwards a lot of the time, or that's how it's been going for him so far. Oh my god, all the way off the track. Turkey really sending it. Maybe a little too hard that time. Definitely had some momentum, but was not able to hold on to it. Oh, maybe a nice run in the last corner there, though. I think he ran that a bit better than Roman. Maybe that'll set him up for turn 1 here. 2 laps to go. Oh yeah, Turkey really nailing it in turn 1. Does he go for it already? He has a look. He has a look. Oh, does Roman get the bog, though? A little bit, but not the craziest run out of Turkey. He does have a bit, yeah, you can tell he's gaining. He does have a bit of a run, though. And there it is. Going for it. They both do a pretty good job of maintaining their speed, actually. But this area of the track is really tricky. A lot of bogs here. Let's see who does better. Pretty even so far. These guys are having a good battle at the moment. Not too many crazy mistakes yet. Just some good runs. Oh, I like that crossover move out of Turkey. Not going to be able to make it stick. I like the idea, but just not quite able to make it stick. As we'll be going to the white flag this time by. As far as I'm aware, Slaunch still in the lead. Going to try to recover. Going to try to add to his Moto win tally in his great Firestone Firehog season so far in this second Moto and recover from his first Moto, which again did not go how he had hoped. And Turkey really losing it on the back half of the track here. So now that we're on the last lap. And again, with this race, I think most of the racing has already been done at this point. We'll go on board with Slaunch and watch him close it out, see the sun, and try to take, it would be his 6th moto win on the season here for Firestone Firehog. It's going to be tough for him to come back in the overall. Probably going to have to hope for some luck in the Gamblers Moto in the starting department, and also might need some luck in the race too. He can do well and put in a winning performance, but he doesn't have too much control over where the other contenders finish. Look at how it's like a ghost too far away. It's like kind of ghosting away with 3rd place with the Hogs. It's kind of funny. It's just how massive this track is. But he's going to do it one more turn. Just don't make a mistake. That's all he needs to do, and he doesn't. Slaunch is going to do it. His 6th moto win in this Firestone Firehawk season. There it is. Detail will take another 2nd place. I think 3rd in a row for him. Really itching to get on the top step. Luke will take 3rd. That could be the overall battle between them. Unless Moto 3 is crazy. Soul 4th. And then Roman will take that 5th. Turkey 6th. Opix in 7th. And Vulcan hoping to regain in Moto 3. So pretty decent Moto 2. Got gapped out at the end, but we had some pretty good battles until the last, like, 3 or 4 laps or so, I'd say. Yeah, probably, like, the last 3 laps is where everything kind of got settled, but other than that, it was pretty fun. And Slaunch hits the regain. So Slaunch, Detail, Luke will be your top 3. And we're going to be closing out this overall battle with one more moto, the Gamblers Moto, the RNG starting order, making things interesting. And we'll see you guys there in the next one.